Hello everybody. Today it's Ruskin Bond's Snake Trouble. We will be talking about a grandfather and his grandson Ranji. I'm going to be Ranji and narrate you the tale. My grandfather retired from Indian Railways and we are settled down in Dehradun, a beautiful valley. One day, myself and grandfather were up to the market. And what did you think we have seen there? It's a snake charmer. And he was holding the most beautiful python in his hand. It was terrific. And grandfather is usually excited about having pets. We have Tutu, a monkey, and a parrot too. And our parrot can whistle like a train. He learnt it when we were in the railway quarters. And what about this python? Granddad wanted to pick it up. So off we paid the snake charmer and he was holding on his neck. I was enthralled by his audacity to hold a snake on his shoulders. And off we marched to our house. Popeye, a parrot, and monkey were the sight of the python has taken out from Popeye, the parrot, and Tutu, the monkey. They shrieked inside our house, which brought our grandma outside. When she saw us, she was startled, petrified, and the first words were, "What have you done? It is going to strangle your neck. Come on, I don't want this creature lurking in my house. Please take it away and give it back to the snake charmer and he can have the money you gave." Grandfather was with a heavy heart. Me and grandfather left the python inside the bathroom and we went to servant in search of the snake charmer. But what we did? A small stupid thing. We just left the window open so that the python can have air. But we couldn't find the snake charmer in the market. And when we returned, this python of ours was not there in the bathroom. Oh, he must have left the place. Alas, but grandmother was not convinced. She said that we are doing it convinced that we did it on purpose. And now she said, if that thing goes to the chicken shed, you know what will happen? I said, minus few chickens, that's all, Granny. And grandmother was even more determined to get the python out of our house. And we were expecting Aunt Ruby in a short while from Lucknow. She's a teacher there. But when we turned the whole house upside down, we couldn't see the python. So I thought the python has left for good. And when Aunt Ruby arrived, we were all excited about her arrival. And one day when Aunt Ruby was going into the garden, we heard a shrieking noise. She came running inside the kitchen, panting, and she was not able to talk anything. Grandma sprinkled some rose water on her and asked, "What's the matter, dear? What did you see? Why are you so scared? Why are you so frightened?" And Aunt Ruby said, I saw it. It saw me right inside my eyes as if it's going to eat me. What? What is it? Me and grandfather, we knew what it is. It is none other than our missing python. She said, "It's a boa constrictor, looking at me as if it is going to gulp me." Grandfather responded immediately, "And you shrieked and frightened it away?" Oh God! Grandmom gave a look at grandfather. It was an unbelievable look. Then we went and searched for this python on the guava tree on which Aunt saw it, but it was nowhere to be seen. In a couple of days, we saw it admiring itself in front of the mirror in Aunt Ruby's room. So Grandpa said, "Come on, Ruby, I think the python has taken a fancy towards you. Why don't you hold it? Aunt Ruby was out of her wits. She packed her bag and left our house. She said, I am safe at my... She said that she feels safer at her own school rather than this house. Oh, poor Aunt Ruby. As things got settled, we used to see Python here and there, but he was not of a big chaotic person. He was a very quiet and silent person. You know, even I held him once, and he liked the way I held him, and I put him in a basket. But after a while, when I went to play out and came back, I saw the basket is full of guavas. Granny handed over me the guava and asked me to hand it over to Uncle Malik. I thought the python must have left, and I went whiz on my cycle to meet Uncle Malik. It was his birthday, you know, and this guava must be a good surprise to him. I kept the hut. I left the basket on Uncle Malik's table, and when Uncle Malik wanted to open it, look what he did. He saw our python, who decided just to pop up straight, and it pushed all the guavas down. Uncle Malik rushed inside his room to bring his double-barrel pistol. I was swift enough to carry the python back inside the basket, and I whizzed off to our house. When Granny asked, was Uncle Malik pleased with the gift? What did he say? I said probably he would write a note. And we did receive a note. He said that he has taken all this as a joke and he is a BP patient. But Granny couldn't understand. What, is guava not good for BP? Grandfather said guava by itself is good, but with other things in, probably it might not be as good. Granny could not get the punch, but I did. Grandfather has caught what has happened. We decided to go to Aunt Ruby and spend some time with her at Lucknow. So we packed all our things. We decided Popeye could come with us, and we went on to the railway station. Grandmother packed yummy chickens, boiled some eggs and samosas too. We had all of them in a picnic basket. And when we took Popeye to the railway station, he started imitating the railway engine. Shriek! He used to shout. And all the passengers went inside the train. Shriek! He used to shout again. And all of them went again into the train. Then they got down. Again into the train, and they got down. This drama took up 3 or 4 times. And when the train really shrieked, no one bothered to get in. And many of them missed the train, you know. Oh, poor thing. But I was all excited to eat whatever grandma has made. The roasted chicken. Yum. I was all hungry and I wanted to eat it. I asked, Granny, can I eat? Can you share it with me? Grandma said, come on, Ranji, go ahead. I'm feeling tired. I'm going to rest now. You go and share all these things with Grandpa. So I opened the bag to see our young friend. Oh, I shut it immediately and pushed it inside and said, Grandpa, the python has eaten all our food. Grandpa was like, nonsense. Pythons don't eat roasted chicken. They like their food alive. Come on, let me see. When he opened, indeed it was the python. And what happened to the food basket? Oh, probably we have missed the food basket and have taken this along with us. What to do now? Now we just shut the basket and pushed it in. I was too hungry to wait. Grandpa, please, I am so hungry. Can you do something? He said, well, I have few chilies. Why don't you munch them on? I've got them for Popeye. I said, chilies? Come on, I'm hungry and you're going to burn me up. No, please, Grandpa, I can't have chilies. Grandpa popped too. He's used to have chilies, said Grandpa. Okay, I'll get you some pakoras in the next station. Wait until then. But we heard some chaotic noise from the rear side of our compartment. What is that? When we went near the bathroom, people were shouting, "Oh, there's a huge snake inside the bathroom." And we knew it. We knew our friend is up to this adventure. So grandfather said, "Come on guys, everybody move. I know everything about the snake. After all, it is ours, And he is not a mess around. He is cool guy." So grandfather went in to see an empty bathroom. Again, he must have left through the vent pipe. "Grandpa, has he left us or has he gone to the next compartment?" Grandfather said, "We will know in a short while. If we listen something else from the other compartment, then our friend has not left us." Indeed, grandfather was true. The train halted and we got down and wanted to see what was happening. So when myself and grandfather went inside, got down and went to see the engine, check on the engine driver was stunned. We saw our poor little friend around his leg. He was just curling and sleeping. Poor thing, must have been very tired of these human beings. But grandfather quickly went and took it out and he asked me to bring the basket. We put him in the basket, tied him tightly and dumped him into a corner. But the driver was not in a state of mind to move the train. So grandfather said, "I will ride the train. Come on. And who is going to help you? Shovel the coal. The driver is too stunned to move a limb." "Who else, Ranji? You're going to help me. Just come on, now buckle up, shovel." And I was so excited. I am going to be so responsible. I am one of the drivers who is going to take everybody from Dehradun to Lucknow. Good, what an adventure I am having. And grandfather was riding the train as if it was a jet plane. We were going so fast. The driver was enthralled. He said, "Wow, you're going so fast." He said, "Yes, we'll have to make up for the time we lost." And we reached the station half an hour early. The station master was grandfather's friend. So we managed to get out auto also. And when we went to Aunt Ruby's house, she was all waiting for Granny's yummy food. She made our breakfast, but she was waiting for Granny's food too. And she was so keen and eager to open that little basket. Even though grandfather tried his maximum to hinder her from opening it, she didn't listen. She wanted to taste grandmother's yummy food, and there she opened, and out came our tall friend, which startled Aunt Ruby, and she fainted on the spot. But by this time, I think even the python was tired of all this humor and adventure, and he left the place quietly. We never saw him again, nor hear about him from Aunt Ruby. But what a fascinating thing to have a python around. What do you think?